This is a bottlenose dolphin, and this is the breakthrough nutrient doctors discovered that helped some dolphins than others. It's called C15, and the more they had in their diet, the healthier they aged. Now, over 100 peer-reviewed studies later, Fatty 15 is bringing this discovery out of the ocean into everyday life to give your cells the same age-related benefits as all those happy, healthy dolphins. Fatty 15, healthy aging for all.
Welcome to Breaking Point on Real America's Voice News. I'm David Zere. I had an amazing week. Tonight, I'll be on the ground in San Diego on the deck of the U.S. aircraft carrier, retired in 1992, but Moms for Liberty will be having their Sea to Shining Sea gala, fighting for parents' rights in our schools, fighting for Title IX protections. Great organization. Check it out. Don't miss it. And then on June 20th, we have AMAC, a boot camp for patriots. I'll be the head of an immigration and sovereignty panel, and that will be at the America First Warehouse. I was on the ground for the Israeli Day Parade in Manhattan. Mayor Mamdani not there, and hate crimes are up 11% this year in New York City, but 55% of them are against Jews, and they're only 12% of the population. He's got to help protect these people. Also, I was on the ground at the America First Warehouse for Rudy Giuliani's birthday. I got great interviews ahead right after this introduction, and I was at the White House for 3 days this week for the Dr. Oz briefing. I gaggled with Kevin Hassett from the National Economic Council, and also I had questions to Donald Trump inside the Oval Office, and I was in the Oval Office a few times this week. Also, the UFC arena, I got an inside look at what's going on, and Trump's turning around D.C. Check out these great interviews I did with the great men and women of the America First Warehouse, true patriots. They love Rudy Giuliani. Watch this. Big night at the warehouse here, the America First Warehouse. Joe the Box, the owner. How are you, Joe?
I'm loving life right now. Jesus is so good to me. May is here. My friends are here. America First candidates are here. Right?
Big night, right? Night. Rudy's 82nd birthday.
It is. His 82nd birthday. And yeah, he's getting up there. But I'm telling you, it's a miracle. He's happy. He's so big. He's so good. Come back from critical condition. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
Right?
What?
Tim Kramer.
Right. Tim Kramer, podcaster. How are you?
I'm doing great tonight. It's great to be here. 82 years, fighting the fight all the time. And when we heard that he was sick, I was like, oh my God, because I'd made plans to be out here. Right. And so God worked in the way that God works, and here we are tonight. Great to be here.
You'll be sitting down with Rudy tonight, asking him a few questions.
Love to.
All right, where can people follow you?
Everywhere, as Kramer says, Kramersez.
All right, that's awesome. And we have Jonathan here. Jonathan, tell our audience your name and what you're up to.
My name is Jonathan DeBarros. I'm running for United States Congress in the 5th District of Connecticut. CT5 is going to be mine. We're going to flip the first U.S. congressional district and all of New England red in November. Back me, and we're going to get the job done.
It's incredible that all of New England, there's not one Republican congressman.
Insane. But I know how the campaign against the Democrats on their own turf in the cities, and Johanna Hayes are coming for that seat.
All right, sounds good. You want to give Rudy a happy birthday wish?
Happy birthday, Rudy Giuliani. We're going to carry on the fight, and we're going to take it to the communists, and we're going to do it in your honor. God bless you, Rudy. We love you.
All right, the person who keeps it all together, the Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, spectacular events, Rudy's 82nd birthday. Teresa, how are you?
I am good. It's been a high honor planning the mayor's birthday from soup to nuts.
That headset's like really hot.
It is. It's a lot right now, but it's all for the mayor and all for America, and we're very honored.
What do you think about Mayor Giuliani celebrating his 82nd birthday?
Well, after what he's just been through, it's been a true miracle. Honestly, it really was. And to have him here after we thought maybe he wouldn't pull through, God had another plan for him, and he's here, and he's loving it.
He's a powerhouse. He just got off a plane from Greece.
That's right.
He met with the president of Bulgaria the other day. Now he's at the America First Warehouse. That's awesome, right?
Where else could you go after that, right? This is the greatest place to be.
There's only one way to go, another notch up, right?
That's right. So we're going to have a great night. It's just getting started, and we're so blessed to be here.
Thanks, Teresa.
Thank you, my friend.
Thanks for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Another member of the wonderful staff here at the America First Warehouse, Tracy, keeping it all together. Isn't that right?
Yes. Yes, we work really hard here, but we love our Patriots.
Big crowd tonight.
Great crowd tonight.
And who is our special guest?
Mayor Rudy Giuliani. He's amazing.
Wow. Isn't that incredible? He loves this place.
He does. He's a fan of our place. He's been here many, many times. He's a great friend to us.
All right.
Happy birthday, Rudy.
Happy birthday, Rudy Giuliani, right?
Yes, happy birthday.
All right.
We love you. We wish you well. We're praying for you all the time.
Right. Been through a lot.
He has been, yeah.
Greatest mayor in America?
Greatest. And I worked in the city when he was the mayor.
Oh, so you saw it.
And I saw the difference. It was amazing.
The streets were clean all the way up through Harlem.
It was safe. It was clean. I don't even recognize the city.
Right. Yeah, I was on 96th Street the other night. It's dirty again.
No, it's bad.
Roads are like Beirut.
I won't go into the city now. I won't.
All right. Tracy, thanks for all you do here.
Thank you, David.
All right.
I'm a big fan of yours, too.
Oh, that's nice. We're here at the America First Warehouse for Rudy Giuliani's 82nd birthday and our very good friends, Lorenzo and Barbara Amato. How are you?
So happy to be here. So excited.
Yeah, it's exciting, right? Yes. What do you think about Rudy?
He's a great man. He's a great generation from the Italians like me.
Yeah.
Love that man. And I'm going to tell him, buon compleanno, which means happy birthday.
Happy birthday. You want to give happy birthday wishes to Rudy?
Yes. I want to wish Rudy Giuliani the best mayor ever. He's the one who made the city great. There'll be no one like him ever. He's the one who went after Costa Nostra. He did everything to make this country great, and he deserves the best birthday ever. God bless you, Rudy Giuliani.
All right, wonderful. I was in the city today. New York needs him bad.
Yes.
Thank you, Lorenzo and Barbara, close friends of the Zere family. Thank you so much. Stephanie Liggio here. She's a staple at the America First Warehouse from New York City. You ran for New York State Assembly, right?
I did, yes.
And you wrote a book. Before we do that, though, you want to give a shout out to Rudy?
Absolutely, Mr. Mayor. Happy birthday and many, many more, because you are a true American treasure.
Come on close. I want to show the audience the book. Hold up that book. And what is it called?
Set the Standard. It's a guide to running your political campaign. This is the must-do groundwork that every candidate needs to do before you decide you're going to run for office.
So Real America's Voice, a lot of people have decided they're throwing in their hat to run for political office. So this could help them, all you need to know, and your plan of attack?
Absolutely, and it can be adjusted to any, I wrote it, of course, for New York City, but this can be adjusted to any office across the country because the basics are always the same. What is the demographic? What is the median income? How many people are in your district? What is the office you're running for?
Yeah.
The basics that you need to know to run for office.
So New York City, right, it's like a war zone, like in politics. So if you get ready to run for that, you could probably win a seat in other states, right? Especially where there isn't a 40-point divide between Democrats and Republicans.
I think the issue in New York City is that we have a lot of green card holders who cannot run for office, and they're counted in our demographic.
Yeah.
So that we are at a disadvantage because I had 130,000 people in my district. 35,000 people came out to vote at that bottom.
How many had green cards?
I can tell you.
Has to be thousands, right?
It has to be thousands. I don't have that specific information for my district, but when I'm out speaking at businesses and then I'm hearing from 5 different people, I can't vote, I'm not a citizen.
Yeah.
That's in 1 hour.
Yeah, but that was the whole purpose of illegal immigration, right? To stack the voter rolls, right?
Absolutely.
Even if they couldn't vote, it changes the demographic.
Changes the demographic, and then what it does is it disheartens others in the district to say, well, what does my vote matter? You've got all these people that are going to vote opposite of me, so why should I bother to vote? So we need to reinvigorate getting the vote out and getting solid candidates prepared.
Where can people get your book?
On Amazon, Set the Standard by Stephanie Liggio.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David.
Having fun with Rudy. All right, we got Anna with us, America First Warehouse. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Why'd you come out tonight?
Thank you. I just wanted to wish a happy birthday to the greatest mayor in New York City. We love you, Giuliani. We hope you live more than 140 years. You're great. I love you, and keep going, man.
Are you from New York City?
Yeah, no, actually, I am a Latin lady. I am from El Salvador, but I've been living here for 45 years now.
What about Bukele in El Salvador? He changed that country around. It's safe.
Because Giuliani went there and advised him. So we owe this to Giuliani. Thank you, Giuliani, for giving such a great advice to my president in El Salvador. And now, thanks to you, we have the greatest country in the world right now. So
right.
no crime.
Anna, thank you so much. Tell them the truth out there. Happy birthday, Rudy.
Happy birthday, Rudy. Bye.
As countries have walked away in the past few years from the U.S. dollar, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, diversify into gold, into birch gold. And for over 5,000 years, gold has withstood inflation, geopolitical turmoil, and stock market crashes. And the great news is you can still get it. In fact, you can own gold and silver in a tax-sheltered retirement account. Birch Gold makes it easy to convert your IRA or 401k into an IRA in precious metals. And all you got to do is text the word America to 989898 to claim your free info kit on gold. With 20 years experience converting IRAs and 401ks into precious metal IRAs, Birch Gold can help you protect yourself with gold today by texting the word America to 989898 with an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, thousands of happy customers and countless 5-star reviews. Secure your future with gold. Start today with a free info kit. Again, there's no obligation. Check it out. Make the request. Just text the word America to 989898. We'll be back with more Breaking Point right after this.
What happens when some of the biggest patriotic voices in America gather aboard one of the most warships in U.S. history for one unforgettable night? Moms for Liberty proudly presents From Sea to Shining Sea, live from the legendary USS Midway Museum in San Diego. June 6th, patriots from across America come together for an unforgettable black tie celebration, honoring 250 years of American freedom and 5 years of the Moms for Liberty movement. This star-studded night will feature powerful speeches from Glenn Beck, Sage Steele, and more, breathtaking performances by Mary Milben, and Real America's music artist Natasha Owens, emotional tributes to America's heroes, and a stunning fireworks finale exploding over San Diego Bay. And Real America's Voice will be there every step of the way with exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes access, and live reports from aboard the iconic USS Midway. From Sea to Shining Sea, only on Real America's Voice.
When I stepped on that scale and saw the number 278 pounds, it was like a punch in the gut.
Fatherhood is under attack in America. 1 in 4 kids is growing up without a father. We've replaced fathers with bureaucrats, and the results are a disaster for our kids and our country. I'm John Popola, host of Dad Saves America and CEO of Emergent Order Foundation. I like to say Emergent Order Foundation is what it would look like if Warner Brothers and PBS had a baby that actually loved America. We're a studio on a mission to defend the family and to call men back to the responsibility, strength, and sacrifice that fatherhood demands. The family is the last line of defense against a radical agenda that wants to rewrite everything from truth and tradition to gender and God. We're raising a new generation of men, not victims, not activists, but fathers and protectors. Join the mission, support the movement. Visit dsa-rav.com today to take a stand for fatherhood and the American family.
Now is the moment to put your brand in front of an engaged, loyal audience through Real America's Voice. When you advertise on Real America's Voice, you're not just running an ad, you're partnering with trusted voices like Steve Bannon, Charlie Kirk, and other influential hosts. Backed by millions of monthly listeners.
What's happening? Because of a real voice, man. I watch it all the time.
Real America's Voice rocks.
Real America's Voice gives sponsors the chance to put their product front and center, displayed on screen and highlighted by our anchors during exclusive segments and live events.
Head to freetrumpknife.com.
This means your brand becomes part of the conversation as it happens.
Secure your spot before it's too late.
Join us today and make your brand part of the news conversation that America's viewers trust. Real America's Voice, where your message is seen, heard, and remembered.
My name is T.J. Ash from Carbonville, Utah. Real America's Voice lets me express my conservative views without censorship or edit.
I'm Lou, MAGA pilot from Ravsketershire, here in beautiful Trump County, Florida. The best place for real news is Real America's Voice.
My name is Sandy Zeiss. Rav is the greatest for me because I live alone, and when I'm watching in the morning, have my coffee, I feel like I'm talking with family.
saying things. I couldn't make them out. I said, Andrew, I just saw your godfather. Now, his godfather was one of my two closest friends for life, Peter Powers. Peter, some of you may know Peter. Peter was my first deputy mayor, my campaign manager, my friend from high school, college, and law school. He was a lawyer, an accountant, a brilliant accountant, very successful businessman on the board of Fox and many other companies. But mostly he was a brilliant politician. And my alter ego, all during the time I was mayor. Peter died about 5 years ago of lung cancer, and I've missed him every day since. So I'm walking up this ladder, and I see people that I know along the way. I do not want to tell you who, because they may get spooked, but I don't know. Because we were all headed for St. Peter. We're going to talk to St. Peter. And you don't exactly know why we were talking to St. Peter. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Willie. Happy birthday to you.
Mr. County Executive. Bruce. Hi, Bruce.
Well, today you can call me Bahu.
David Zere, Real America's Voice News. In anticipation of the 25th anniversary of 9/11, what does this parade mean today after the events of October 7th?
Well, it means a lot to me because, as many of you know, I lost my nephew, Sergeant Tommy Jurgens, on 9/11. He was giving first aid to a woman in the South Tower when it collapsed on him. He was a real hero. He was an Army veteran, a volunteer firefighter, and a state court officer. Didn't have to be there, wanted to be there, and he's a real hero. So when I see this fire truck and back with the names of all the firefighters that were lost, over 300 that day, and still dying from 9/11 related illnesses, it's a very sad thing. And the fact is that we always have to remember the enemies that we have in the world, and we have to fight against those enemies. And that's why I support President Trump in making sure that Iran does not get a nuclear weapon, because if they could kill over 3,000 people and themselves in a terrorist attack here in New York City, they would think nothing of killing 3 million people here in New York with a nuclear weapon. We have to stop them.
Mr. Blakeman, two questions. One, if you're elected governor, how will you deal with the rise of... When you're elected governor, how would you deal with the rise of anti-Semitism in New York State, and how would you deal with Mayor Mondani?
Well, I won't tolerate any anti-Semitism the way I won't tolerate any hate against any race, religion, ethnic group, people of any abilities or lifestyles. This is America. We should be unified. That's not American values to hate anybody. People should be able to live in freedom in our city, in our state, and I will make sure that...
County Executive, you want to just talk about the parade today?
Sure. Well, we're all out here today to show our solidarity with the state of Israel, our best ally, and we are just proud to be here and march in this parade. We come back every year because we want to remind people of the fact that we have so many Jewish residents here here in the metropolitan area who love Israel. We want to support Israel. We're fighting against anti-Semitism, and we're fighting for American values. Religious freedom is the cornerstone of our nation, and that's why we're out here, to support the Jewish state, to support the Jewish people in this region, and to reinforce American values. God bless America, and God bless the state of Israel.
We'll be right back with more Breaking Point on Real America's Voice News.
Let's go! Rav family, it's time to stand up and fight back.
We have to be tough.
Join fellow patriots at the America First Warehouse for AMAC's Boot Camp for Patriots.
Yes, sir!
An incredible 2-day event designed to teach you how policy gets implemented, how grassroots movements create change, and how you can help shape the future of America.
Proud and free and standing tall.
On June 19th, don't miss Real America's Voice live on site with a special taping of Live from Studio 6B, The Freedom Truck, live music and barbecue. And on June 20th, it's Vendor Village, followed by AMAC's Boot Camp for Patriots live event. Tickets are limited and going fast. Scan the QR code now and reserve your spot today. 2 days of training, fellowship, and action brought to you by AMAC. Get your tickets now before they're gone.
This is a bottlenose dolphin, and this is the breakthrough nutrient doctors discovered that helped dolphins age healthier. Now, over 100 peer-reviewed studies later, it can help you age healthier too. Discover how at fatty15.com.
Everybody hates Beth. She eats all the food she loves and stays slim. Kim starves herself dieting, yet still can't lose weight. Beth is full of energy. Kim always feels tired. Beth has an unfair advantage. She takes Almaced, a breakthrough health and weight loss shake that optimizes your metabolism to help you lose weight in a whole new way.
I couldn't lose weight no matter how much I exercise. I tried Almaced. I lost 26 pounds.
The reason you're having trouble losing weight could be a liver clogged with fat that's slowing your metabolism, making it very difficult to lose weight and stubborn belly fat. Almaced is a scientifically proven food supplement that uses natural amino acids and bioactive peptides to help unclog your liver and optimize your metabolism, so it's easier to lose weight.
My name is Stephanie Phillips Solar, and I'm an Almaced success story. I was able to lose 67 pounds with Almaced in roughly 7 to 8 months.
My weight is down. I feel much more energetic than I have in the past.
Over the course of time, I lost a total of 25 pounds. So thank you, Almaced.
Almaced is all natural, supports healthy blood sugar levels, and it's diabetic friendly. Some weight loss plans have you feel weak and hungry, but Almaced will renew your energy, and you can lose weight and feel great.
Almaced's unique protein can truly absorb in your body and aid with weight loss.
Studies showed Almaced helps you lose double the weight compared to other diets.
The fact is, Almaced works, and I highly recommend it.
Go to almaced.com now to get started for just $39.99. That's $4 a meal. We guarantee you can lose weight or you'll get your money back. Be like Beth and get the unfair weight loss advantage with Almaced.
The media has sold us out. Our institutions are rotting, and the American family is under siege. I'm John Popola, CEO of Emergent Order Foundation, and we are fighting back. From Dad Saves America to bold, unapologetic content about faith, freedom, and fatherhood, we're telling the stories that the legacy media has abandoned. Join the mission. Scan the QR code or visit eof-rav.com to support media that fights for America.
Did you know that thousands of authors across the country have written books and published them with Page Publishing? If you've written a book, Page Publishing can help you through the process. We cut through the confusion of the publishing world to make it easy for you.
Call or scan for your free writer's guide today.
I'm so happy you're with us today. I'm David Zere, host of Breaking Point on Real America's Voice News. And my Israel Day parade in New York City in last week was epic. I got to interview New York State gubernatorial candidate Bruce Blakeman running against that nightmare, Kathy Hochul. And then Rudy's birthday at the America First Warehouse was very special. And speaking of the warehouse, on June 20th, I will be participating in the AMAC Boot Camp for Patriots and moderating a panel called Immigration and Sovereignty Through 250 Years. It's going to be a great day. I think Ben Berquam's going to be with me and Vincent Buda from 6B and others. Don't miss that. Stay tuned for more on that. But my week at the White House was just exceptional. It was so many things there. The Dr. Oz press briefing. I'm going to bring you inside look at the UFC arena under construction. I was in the Oval Office with Trump for the signing of 2 executive orders. I was at the fountain, the Christopher Columbus fountain outside of Union Station. Men and Trump clean up D.C. I've been going there for over 50 years. And what a difference a president makes, because it's just safer and it's nicer and the restaurants are jammed. You can't get a hotel room. It's just, everybody wants to be part of it, and the energy. And I was in the former Trump Hotel, which is now another hotel right now, the Waldorf Astoria, but it has the same vibe and energy. The bar's packed. I was there for a networking thing with members of the Interior Department and other agencies. It was really just spectacular. And I was also in the White House with Donald Trump for his promotion of coal. He's investing $700 million under the Defense Production Act back into the U.S. economy to keep, he's already kept 17 coal plants open, critical for our infrastructure. People don't understand. Renewables can help, but they can only provide power 4 to 8 hours a day and batteries an hour or two. You have to have, in order to have strategic energy dominance and a secure electric grid for our national security, a combustion cycle plant running 24/7 that's made up of natural gas and also of coal. You can't have a country without it, period. So everybody's got to grow up and wake up. We won't survive if we don't have fossil fuels keeping our electric grid on. And now nuclear is going to be a big part of that going forward. And I took that trip and I asked President Trump about it in the Oval Office. I have the clip later, along with Energy Secretary Wright. I took that trip on the C-17 for the world's first airborne transport of a nuclear reactor, this small modular reactor. A normal nuclear power plant is like 900 megawatts, 3 to 900. These are 5 megawatts. They can power 5,000 homes apiece. You can link them together. But that's what's going to power our industry and our corporations and our AI facilities and other, because we don't have the electric output to do it. So coal, natural gas, nuclear, all part of the scenario, and oil to keep America functioning well. But I want to get right to it. I was on Pebble Beach outside the White House, and I gaggled with a National Economic Council and former candidate to be the new Fed chair, Kevin Hassett. I got a question for him.
Mr. Hassett, how are you, sir? Can you talk about the new write-offs in the OBBB for 100% deductions upfront, equipment purchases? Has that impacted job hiring yet? Can you point to anything specific? Or do you think GDP is going to break 3% for the next 2 quarters?
Yeah, well, at the current pace, GDP growth is about 4%. One of the things we're seeing is a massive building boom because we're allowing the expensing of factory buildings. And the buildings are being built. Construction worker salaries are up about $7,000 because they're all getting put to work to build the factory buildings. And then as those factories get the machines plugged in, then the workers will go in there too. And so the job situation is very solid right now, but the trajectory is through the roof.
Dr. Oz, who is head of Medicare and Medicaid, took the podium in the Brady briefing room in the White House, was there for that presser that he did. And, you know, Rubio did one. He did a great job. J.D. Vance did one. And now Mehmet Oz did one. He handled himself really well, and we focus on health care. But Kara Castronova asked this really funny question. And boy, did Mehmet Oz hit this one out of the park.
I have a GOP question. What's your question?
Thank you. Do you have any medical advice for the Americans out there that are suffering from a very serious ailment called Trump derangement syndrome?
I am concerned about folks who have focused their entire life energy on dislike of the president. It's disheartening to see people lost in that way, but you know, treating stupid is really hard, and that becomes a real problem. And these folks are off. Now, GLP-1s.
Thank you. One question on GLP. Thank you very much.
Let me just answer because I'm out of time, and
You know, Dana White's coming with the UFC to the White House. And, you know, Obama had concerts every Wednesday night. So what's the big deal that Trump's having the fight there? He should keep that stage up. I heard it was like an investment of like $60 to $90 million. They put this incredible structure up in just 5 days. You can't believe it. It's mammoth, and it's going to house like 8,000 people to watch the fight, mostly military members and special guests, and then there'll be an overflow in the ellipse where like 100,000 people or so are going to come. But it's going to be such a spectacular event, and I got an inside sneak peek from the South Lawn of the White House. They let us in, and I got some video of it under construction. Watch this. For years, I've been documenting how bad D.C., Union Station, and Penn Station in New York have been. People with no clothes on, people coming up and calling me expletives, you know, the beggars, the people sleeping, the people on drugs, the crazy people, no quality of life. Well, Trump has turned that all around, and he's fixed over like 48 statues in D.C. and also the reflecting pool. It's going to be so beautiful. You're not even going to believe it. They started filling it up with water the other day. But this fountain, Christopher Columbus, they restored the marble. It's epic. There's no homeless tents on the lawn of Union Station. Watch this. This is Union Station under Donald Trump. He has completely transformed most of D.C. It's clean. The grass is green. There's no homeless tents on the front lawn of Union Station. This fountain restoration is just absolutely beautiful here. Look how clean it is. This beautiful white fountain. Look how clean the water is. There's National Guard. They're just the best. Thank you for what you do, guys. Appreciate it. DC is back. DC's back. Just incredible. And for all you Trump haters, he's lowered crime here by half. We're not getting harassed on the street by homeless people in most areas. You can't get into the restaurants. You can't get a hotel room. It's jam-packed. Everybody wants a part of it. And I have coworkers and friends who've been robbed here at Union Station at gunpoint. I filmed disgusting things here for a number of years because I leave here and I go to disgusting Penn Station. So I'm heading back to New York tomorrow. And when I walk through Penn Station and see all the homeless and the depravity going on, even though it's a little better maybe, but it's sliding backwards again. And rapes are up for the year, another 7%. 28,000 New Yorkers have been assaulted in the street in New York City this year, felony and misdemeanor. Hate crimes are up 11% year to date. But Donald Trump has restored Washington, D.C. And I'm very proud to be involved down here right now. This is David Zere for Real America's Voice News. Trump's pushing coal, $700 million reinvestment, keeping 17 coal plants open, so critical to our national security. You can't run our 24-hour electric grid without fossil fuels, without gas and coal. It's impossible. And nuclear. You're not doing it with wind. You're not doing it solar. Not probably another 50 to 100 years. It ain't happening, folks. They're good supplements, but I got a question into Donald Trump.
Mr. President, so what will there be a proportional share increase of electricity production as a percentage of our nation's electricity output? And my follow-up is, I took that historic trip with Secretary Wright of the small modular nuclear reactor on the West Coast early this year. Are we making more progress? Because I know how critical gas and coal is for the secure grid.
Well, the answer is we are, but Chris, you want to answer that?
Yes, I mean, our electricity grid essentially runs on gas, coal, and nuclear. Those are the three key sources. They're the backbone of the American electricity grid. We're in favor of seeing all three of them grow. You will see all three of them grow during this administration. And in fact, later today, before the sun goes down, you'll see a big announcement in the nuclear space related to the trip you came on.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Maria Lynn's here from switch2usa.com. She's a big supporter of the show Breaking Point on Real America's Voice News. How are you, Maria?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show today, David.
Yeah, and you've got American-made products by American factory workers, health and wellness, safe for cleaning products, oral care, oral probiotics, skin care, hair care, supplements, healthy snacks, and essentials. Tell us about switch2usa.com.
Thank you so much. This is a place where everyone can come and shop for their essentials. You shop on your phone, on your computer. You can call in orders. So this is where we all Americans can shop American-made products that are world class, and they don't have any chlorine bleach or formaldehyde. And our skin is our biggest organ, so there's just so much to cover. We have over 500 different products, and all of our monthly shoppers can come in and also breeze around or check out our beef. It's all prime and high choice. And for every monthly shopper that's a member, we have something special, $100 back to you in free products on the wellness side and $52 discount on prime beef.
Okay, where do they go?
Please come to visit us, switch2usa.com, and that's the number 2.
All right, Maria Lynn, thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
Thank you so much, David. Have a great week.
Yes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Breaking Point on Real America's Voice News.
When I stepped on that scale and saw the number 278 pounds, it was like a punch in the gut.
At Real America's Voice, we know that you want to be a part of something bigger. That's why we've teamed up with AMAC, the Association of Mature American Citizens, to build a real community of folks who care about faith and our country's future.
There is no force on earth that can stop us from saving our country.
Want to be a part of this movement? It's easy. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now. That's right. Grab your phone and scan the QR code to join the AMAC and Real America's Voice family today. By scanning the QR code, you'll unlock exclusive content, connect with like-minded Americans, and be first in line for events that celebrate our shared values. So don't wait. Scan the QR code. Join us today and become part of a community that stands for faith, family, and freedom.
Real rights, they come from God.
With AMAC and Real America's Voice. Go ahead. Scan the QR code now.
When it's breaking,
we're moving.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. News doesn't sleep. At Real America's Voice, we don't get to crash or lose focus. That's why we drink Soldier Fuel to stay ahead of the chaos, because we do this for you.
So good.
Soldier Fuel has no sugar, so no crash.
Now that's a game changer.
Here we go, all of us.
Wow, that's good.
I'm fueled up now.
Used by the U.S. military every day. Now available to you.
This is huge.
Built by Patriots for Patriots.
Now it's time for you to do the Soldier Fuel Challenge. Order Soldier Fuel, film yourself cracking one open, and taking the Soldier Fuel Challenge. Upload your video at soldierfuel.com/challenge, and you'll be entered to win a free shipment of Soldier Fuel.
That's what I'm talking about.
Your video could also be featured on air. Just scan the QR code on your screen or go to soldierfuel.com/challenge to enter. Drink with the Rav Hosts drink, Soldier Fuel.
Let's go.
When the bacon wants real facts and figures, he goes to Rav. Real America's Voice, baby. That's where you get the real scoop and not the poop.
This is Giselle Chaffin. I'm from North Carolina. I'd like to let you know that RAV News is the best news. Number one news. Truth seekers seek to find the truth. It'll set you free.
I'm Lou, Mega Pilot from Rav's Gator Chat here in beautiful Trump County, Florida. The best place for real news is Real America's Voice.
It's the color of concrete and stone. So it's going to be really special. I thought you'd like to see it. And the work ends on the pool. We also did a lot more than we anticipated. We did all of the sidewalks outside of the pool where people walk. Rodney Scott is here along with Peter Navarro. Peter's been with me for a long time, knows more about China than any human being on earth, except for, I would say, President Xi knows a lot more. But other than President Xi, Peter's probably in second place, and certainly having to do with trade. And but they're here to talk about something else. And Rodney, if you would, please.
Sure. So we're talking about rolling out a customs EO. Why is that important? Basically, it's America first in the trade environment, like we've been doing on the border. People are used to the illegal immigration, the narcotics. We've locked that down. This is literally taking the same principles and applying them to trade to protect American industry. Different countries and different people are undercutting our import-export rules, the tariffs, to literally undermine American businesses. And we're going to put a stop to it in the same way. We are going to increase the amount of data we have so that we can actually make conscious decisions about who and what comes into this country. And we're going to start holding people accountable. So we're literally going to use the rules that are in place to a certain extent and then make some recommendations for legislation going forward. But we're going to start holding trade accountable for bringing threatening things and threatening products into our country, just like we have on the rest of the border. So Customs and Border Protection gets a lot of attention for the border wall, everything else. This is going to be basically the equivalent in the trade environment.
And sir, you did a miracle when you came in. You shut that border down in a matter of days to what has been a flood of millions of illegal aliens. And a secure America is a safe America. What we're going to do here, the EO you're going to sign, that's about a $20 to $30 billion a year EO you're going to get, because we are going to crack down with this detective border that CBP is putting in innovatively. We're going to crack down on the fentanyl. We're going to crack down on the unhealthy products, the counterfeits, and all the tariff evaders. So this is a message to the world today. When you sign this, there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and this is what Donald Trump does. He secures our borders, and not just physically, but in terms of trade. The new customs border is going to be awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, Peter. You know, we had millions of people pouring through our border. And when I got here, and it happened twice, but the first time was a lot easier because it wasn't nearly as bad as this. But in 2016, we had a bad border, really a bad border. And pretty quickly, we made it very good. We started the wall. I built over 1,000 miles of wall. Without that, you could have never done it, no matter how good you do. The wall has been, remember the Democrats I call them. But the Democrats said the wall doesn't do anything. They said no.
This is another executive order on reforms to the federal workforce, sir. Currently, with respect to many policymaking positions in the departments and agencies across government, we lack the ability, because of existing personnel rules, to effectively discipline or promote people who are in policymaking roles. This executive order follows on a number of previous executive orders. The end goal is making the federal workforce more accountable and ensuring that people, particularly in policymaking roles, aren't unaccountable to the wishes of the administration.
And the reason for this was what? Whose idea was that?
James Shirk, who's here from Domestic Policy Council, can
Would you like to say something? Come on, you did a great job on this.
Thank you, sir. It's been a long-standing problem that it's almost impossible to fire a federal employee, even in cases of serious misconduct. And as a result, if you have employees who are trying to undermine the wishes of the American people by pushing their own agenda or just incompetent in what they're doing, agencies have a long-standing difficult time getting rid of them. And that's a particular problem if you're in a senior policy influencing role where you're controlling the policies of the entire agency. What this does is basically treats those employees like private sector workers. They're going to be hired on the basis of merit and competence, but if they're messing up, then they can be removed quickly rather than taking a year longer to get rid of them.
That's great. And you were very much involved?
I was, sir.
This guy's central cast. Tell him. He's like perfectly casted. You couldn't have done that any better. Were you nervous?
A little. Thank you, sir.
Would anybody else like to say anything about either one? What about you? Come on over here. Come on. Can you drop him? You don't have to. Thank you very much. Great job. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, this customs reform EO is a long time coming for us. It helps us solve problems that have plagued the customs system for many years. We've had a system where people have basically been able to hide behind shell companies. They move from one to the next, and then we can't go after them. This EO really enables us to crack down and hold people accountable.
It's so important. I know you took it so seriously. See how serious they are? I mean, there's a love of the country. This isn't like normal stuff. These are the smartest people in the world. They can do anything they want. They can have any job, and they love this country. They just want to be here, and they hate what you saw, and you fixed it. Thank you very much, all of you. Anybody else? Anybody? Only if you want. I'm not going to call anybody. Anybody? You don't have to. They covered you well, right? I don't know if you could do any better. Thank you very much. That's a great job, fellas. It's a big one. Okay, thank you. Pulitzer Prize winner over there.
I want to thank everybody for joining the Rav family and watching Breaking Point on Real America's Voice News. See you next time.
It's me, Ricky. You grew up with me. I am using Fatty 15 to get me to feel and look the best I've ever felt at my age. The C15 nutrient has been known to strengthen our cells and slow the aging process at a cellular level. I urge you to try Fatty 15.
People are being given 20 days to move their savings out of bank accounts just because of their political views. In fact, a conservative billionaire in Washington, who you know very well, was forced to transfer hundreds of millions of dollars. Hi, I'm Dr. Ron Paul. If they can debank billionaires for their politics, what's stopping them from doing the same to you? This is why I've always advocated for the one asset that can't be debanked: gold. Click below for a free info kit on gold IRAs from my trusted friends at Birch Gold Group. For thousands of years, while paper currencies and banking systems failed, gold has preserved wealth. Even billionaires are learning this lesson the hard way. Don't wait for your own 20-day notice. Click below for your free info kit on gold IRAs.
The must-see theatrical event of the summer, and just in time for America's 250th birthday, is Young Washington, a brand new movie from our good friends at Angel Studios. This tremendous movie tells the story of George Washington before he was a general or our president. He faced crushing failures, near-death experiences, and pivotal moments that forged his courage and leadership. The film stars Andy Serkis, Kelsey Grammer, and Ben Kingsley, and drops into theaters right on the anniversary of our country's founding. What Angel is offering right now is a premium Angel Guild membership for $15